Good morning to everybody. Another down day, another red day. Look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq's down 1.5% and it just keeps falling. So let's get into some stuff. Alrighty, I haven't had a chance to open anything this morning because I've been chatting with you guys so much. So the market is down right now 1.5%. Let's see, what else do I have? Stock twits and everything money, and there we go. Okay, so market's down 1.55%. All right, everybody's talking about this Meet Kevin character. He's an asshole. That's what he is. I can't stand the guy. So these people out there, they're just... I don't like them. I don't care what they do with their money. It's how they tell people to go and invest their money. These people that have no clue what they're doing, and they just start going and doing things very flippantly to generate views, frankly, and that's all it is. With that being said, this person comes in and says that Tesla is going to be worth $3,000, $6,000 in however many years. But right now, the market's getting a little bit hot. So if you sold $20 million worth of stock, and I've heard that the majority of his money is in Tesla, so why are you selling if you think that it's going to be a $6,000 stock in a few years or in 10 years or whatever it is? What does midterm market volatility have anything to do with it? Also, there's other people out there. I have to give credit to this Stock Mo bozo. This guy's an idiot too, but he seems like a nice person at least. This other guy just seems like a piece of shit. This Stock Mo guy is going out there and quoting Warren Buffett. I would wonder if he knows, if you could put a lineup together of old men, I wonder if he would be able to even pick out Warren Buffett. But he said, when others are fearful, be greedy, and when others are greedy, be fearful, or whatever quote he said. And he said, go buy the dip. I give him a level of respect for that one. So just to reiterate, Meet Kevin, asshole. Somebody get that message to him and shoot me an email. What's my email? mo@everythingmoney.com, and come on the show, and I'd love to talk to you because you have no clue what you're doing and you're hurting people. And if you don't understand that you're hurting people, then you should not be doing what you're doing. That's that. Okay, next. Where should we go from here? Here, let's just go to this hype nonsense. Bitcoin. Where are we? Bitcoin skids to a 6-month low as fears of... I don't care about that. What I care about is Bitcoin skid... This was at 69,000 in November, and now it's at 33,000. Bitcoin tumbles. This is supposed to be the ultimate hedge against inflation. Everybody said this is going to be the hedge against inflation. We're going to be going and saying, oh, this is the new gold. This is going to be a new currency, this and that. Well, here's volatility. Here's inflation. Here's everything that we have in this market. And Bitcoin's just getting beat up way worse than any equity, any gold, any metal, anything you want. So with that being said, Bitcoin to the moon. So yes, Bitcoin will face headwinds. I don't like it. I don't like it when people go out there and they're scam artists. They're absolutely scam artists. They go out there and they tell people to do things unbeknownst to their own will. When you have 18, 20 kids that are getting out of college, people that have never invested before, getting into the market and just thinking that, oh, it's just so easy to do. Just jump in there and you'll make a ton of money. And then you go in there and you do the opposite of what you said. These people are scam artists. It's absolutely what they are. So yeah, it does get me a little bit hot. Where else? No, I don't want to do that one. What is this? Turkey. Here you go. Here's Turkey. Don't worry though. If you're in Turkey, don't worry. Inflation is transitory. Turkey said that it sees inflation peaking about 40%. Turkish finance minister told economists that he expects inflation rate to peak at 40% in the months ahead and not to surpass 50. So if you're in Turkey, don't worry. If you can even afford a computer anymore in Turkey, don't worry. It's not going to surpass 50% this year. The minister said inflation rate may not fall below 30% by the end of the year. Turkey's inflation rate is at 36.1%. Sick. I went to, where did I go last night? I went to Texas Roadhouse last night. And if you haven't been there, you should go. And if you have been there, I'm sure you love it. Now, I don't know if you can go anymore because this is getting to the levels of like gourmet steak restaurants. I'm being facetious. But the meal that I usually get went from $12.99 to $20.99. So don't worry though, guys. If you're in the United States, inflation is transitory. Everything's going to be fine. Daddy Fed's going to go and fix it all. Speaking of the Fed, the Federal Reserve's decision. So the Fed's going to meet this week. Sweet. That's going to be awesome. And you know, only brilliance comes out of their mouth. I can't wait to read you a certain part of this article. It's awesome. The Federal Reserve's January monetary policy meeting is set to begin on Tuesday with Jerome Powell, our Lord and Savior, coming out and speaking on Wednesday at 2:30. I think at this point, who said this? Jason Ware it doesn't matter. They're all the same. I think at this point, it's very clear that the first rate hike will be at the March meeting. So I think at the January meeting, which is likely to produce very little to zero, quite frankly, in policy terms, what investors and what we're going to look for. Okay, so they're not going to do anything. Here's my favorite part of the story. They feel like they've checked the box on full employment. What? You can't drive down the street without seeing a sign that says, hey, we're hiring. Who the hell isn't hiring? And now they're saying it's full employment? People aren't looking for jobs. Remember this, guys. In April of 2021, they were supposed to create 1 million jobs. The April jobs report was supposed to show 1 million jobs. I think the highest jobs report we've seen is 255,000 jobs created in a month. 1 million jobs in April of 2021. And here we are in January of 2022. I don't think we've surpassed 255,000 jobs in a month. The Fed's projections from December suggest that the central bank's officials would raise interest rates 3 times this year. But since the week... All right. I can't read this or I'm just going to start swearing even more and more and more. So let's go into some better things. European stocks join as Ukraine and Russia tensions grow. So I guess there's stuff going on in Ukraine and Russia. Here's the thing that I wanted to show. Look at these. FTSE 100 down 1.22%. CAC, I don't know what that is. The DAX down 1.9%. Markets around the world are falling. There's volatility everywhere. So pay attention to the oil, guys. If there's unrest in the Middle East, of course. There's always unrest in the Middle East, but it's more so than ever before. The apparently worsening relations between Ukraine and Russia have put investors on alert As any possible attacks by Russia will have wider implications, these will send reverberations through the U.S. markets too. So, yeah, that's what you're going to get. Okay, iPhone assembler. If anybody, for those hype dorks out there, you better be praying to the hype gods that Apple comes out and reports really good earnings on Thursday and could turn this whole market around. Otherwise, you're going to be up you know what creek without a paddle, with the head of the ship wearing green hair doing exactly everything that he told you not to do. iPhone assembler, something, unprecedented first quarter. So the key iPhone assembler, Hanhei Precision Industry, may achieve unprecedented performance in the first quarter. So this isn't Apple right away, but it's translating into Apple. So our performance in the first quarter may surpass how we did in the first few years. So if they're actually being serious about this, who knows? Then maybe you're going to see great earnings on Thursday from Apple. Is the market crashing? No. Here's what's happening to stocks and bonds. This ought to be adorable. Okay. The Nasdaq, the Dow, and the S&P logged their worst week since March of 2020. For those of you that live under a rock, or for those of you that don't know what day it is and have been blindly following these morons on YouTube, March of 2020 was when we had an epic 38% collapse that happened in a matter of like 6 to 8 weeks. So that's probably why you got invested. That's why you started paying attention to stocks. You probably don't know why you started paying attention to stocks. You probably saw it on Instagram and saw a guy with green hair and you're like, that's my financial advisor right there. Jay Hatfield is who we're talking about. It's not crashing yet, but it's weak. Equity benchmarks are being sustainably recalibrated from lofty heights as the economy heads into a new monetary policy regime in the battle against the pandemic and surging inflation. On top of that, doubts about parts of the economy and like the jobs. And the don't worry though, we've got the maximum job numbers. Don't worry. U.S.-China conflict, Ukraine-Russia conflict, Middle East unrest are also contributing to the bearish or pessimistic tone. The recent drops in stocks, of course, is nothing new, but it may feel unsettling for new investors or perhaps some veterans. So the new investors that don't know what's happening and don't know what day it is, there you go. The Nasdaq Composite entered correction territory on Wednesday, ringing in a fall of at least 10% from its recent high of November 16th. Oh, another question for you. So if the market's getting a little bit too hot right now, why weren't you able to just say the market was really hot 10, 12% ago? I don't understand. If you're so good at this and you're leading all these people and you're so wonderful at this and telling them what to do and selling these bullshit courses for $1,000 to $5,000 that you know how to do this and you know how to do real estate and you know how to do stocks and you know how to do Bitcoin and all of this, why didn't you get out at the top? I don't understand. Taken together, the central bank's tactics to combat a burst of high inflation would remove hundreds of billions of dollars of liquidity from markets and have been awash in funds from the Fed and fiscal stimulus from the government of the coronavirus. And here's the one thing that makes me say, okay, everything's not as the dip is not as intense or impressive as I'm thinking. I'm seeing the 10-year rate fall back down again. It really spiked into that this was actually 1.9% intraday. It was like 1.91. And today we're at 1.75 or something like that. So when those rates really start taking off and running, that's what makes me get worried. But with that being said, I don't know. Everything's falling back down. If you look at the 3 month, January 3rd, 8.8. It's more than doubled since then. Unreal. Let's see what earnings we have this week. There's some stuff today you could follow. If you want to look, really what's going on tomorrow is Microsoft, Tesla, and Boeing and Intel on Wednesday. Apple's the big one on Thursday. I think that one's really going to set the precedent for the market. Caterpillar reports on Friday. Chevron, there's a bunch of oils that start reporting. If you want to listen to me complain about everything in the world today because I'm not in a very good mood, if you haven't noticed, you know what's funny? I'm just in a complaining mood today, but this is literally my favorite 30 minutes of the entire day. I have two favorite periods of the day. Number one, doing this show. Number two, going to the gym for 45 minutes. It's incredible. So anyways, join the software. You get 8 pillars, retirement calculator, stock analyzer tool, 8 pillars portfolio where you can actually build an ETF, not of nonsense. And you get exclusive content from me, Paul and Seth each day. I'm going to log out, click log in. Here we go. Click join EM. And here's what you get. $30 a month gets you access to all that software, so you can end up not being a total fool. And worst case scenario, you're going to end up in your basement drinking out a bottle of Jack Daniels that you're going to probably have to dilute because you can't afford to buy a real bottle of Jack Daniels. And you're going to turn your hair red or green or purple or whatever it is. If you want to join the Bid and Ask Nation with me, exclusive tier, get access to this, learn how to trade, so when things actually do turn around or turn down, you actually know what the hell you're doing instead of just YOLOing your money and listening to some idiot on the internet. $80 a month. This will open up in a little bit, I'm sure. Taylor will get on that. Anyways, send me some stocks. We'll hit them, and we'll go from there. Send me some stocks. Calls on Mo's blood pressure. Let me feel my pulse real quick. Gym for 45 minutes. Is it supersetting? Yeah, I only take 30 to 40 seconds between each set because otherwise you ain't growing muscle and it's a waste of time. S&P 500's well below its 200-day moving average. And here's your trend. Here's your trend down now. So you have your red line and your yellow line in the sweet spot. You're not going to be in a good spot. That's all I have to say about that. Let's start with Facebook. And Facebook is, look at Facebook. So if you want to short Facebook or you want to look at Facebook from a value play, you better start looking right now. 295.50. Earnings are coming up when? Probably next week because I didn't see it on the earnings calendar. Here's your next support level right here, and it is already dipping below that. So you have quite the short coming into about $250 if you want to jump in on that one. Just pay attention to it. Peloton, I can't wait to see how cute this is. So Peloton, where's that headline? I saw this. There's activist investors that are coming into Peloton. Here we go. Misleading. So Blackwell has come in. They're activist investors. They say they're misleading Peloton investors that the company did not need an additional $1 billion of equity before launch. Let's see here. Basically what they're... Oh, here we go. Committing 300,000 square foot, 20-year lease to a space in New York, the most expensive office and labor market in the country. Listen, Peloton is the exact example of these people that are on YouTube that are flourishing in a ravishing bull market. Peloton is the exact same as them. They think that this is just because you couldn't have gotten more lucky if you were Peloton. You were a company that didn't have anything going for you until a pandemic started, and you just went bonkers, and all of a sudden everyone's saying, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. And then people said, oh, we forgot that the world's going to open back up and people are actually going to go back to gyms, and our devices aren't just a spin bike that you can go and pay $20 a month and go get spin classes for. You don't have to pay $3,000 plus an additional $40. They are, man, I think they IPO'd at $29 and they're going to open at $26 today. Dog stock, guys, if you want to throw a tracker share on here. Yeah, $26. Worst case scenario, they go under and you lose $26. Best case scenario, this thing turns around. If an activist investor comes in and gets rid of that CEO, I guarantee you the stock price is going to jump up here somewhere in this $40 to $60 range. It's just going to happen because don't think that all of the retail investors that don't know what day it is are not in this market. They're going to stay in this market. Trust me. Next, SQQQ, Robo. I'll do one of those. Holy moly. So this is the inverse. Is it inverse of the Nasdaq? Pro short. I'm assuming this is the inverse of the Nasdaq. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so this is the inverse of the Nasdaq. So if the Nasdaq comes down in price, this one goes up in price. And you can also trade this one for $40 versus however much it is. But hey, the person that asked me this question, you're gonna open up here today. Make sure you get a nice candlestick. If you want to do something with it, you can. Just make sure you have stops in place because you can absolutely gap down back to this level. But if I was you, I would wait until this yellow line moves into the sweet spot as well. You'll have a lot more confidence, and you'll be able to roll with it that way. What else do we have? Oh, let's look at Tesla. Okay, why don't we look at Tesla? That'll be fun. So remember when Tesla was like the greatest thing since sliced bread, and we were down here, and it skyrocketed up, and I said it was going to come back down to this 900 level. Well, here we are again. This has happened twice. And right now you have an ugly face pattern, so bye-bye Tesla. Smile. Smile for the camera, women. This is going down here, I'm telling you right now. With this trend going on, with probably not the best earnings coming up, and even if they do have good earnings, it probably won't be a good reaction. You have an ugly face pattern, and this thing is coming down, and let's see where it's coming down to. Well, we're already here, so 780, something like that, and even then, who knows? HZO. HZO. Don't know. Oh boy, Marine Max. Luxury items. So when you start to get into recessions, don't worry. We have maximum employment though, guys. It's cool. There's no recession. When you start to get into recessions, these companies get hit. If you go back to 2008, 2009 and look at Marine Max, yeah, they get smoked because this is just what happens when you get problems with luxury items. So we are well below your 200-day moving average. Beautiful short position. You could have added here. You could have added here. If you get a short position like this going this week, go for it. I do not expect that they will have the best earnings that are coming out on the 27th, which is Thursday, I suppose. But it's looking good. Good one. Whoever said that one, good job. What about exit point for CCL? Let's see here. CCL. All right. Here's your gap. Okay, trap door. Your trap door is wide open. So this right here is your trap door, and I'll draw it in blue like I did on Friday. You need this gap right here to close. So what we need is red line to come like, red line to come like this, and yellow line to come like this, and you will go ahead and you'll exit that thing. And you just want it to turn into a short-term trend, and you can exit it. Right now, you're getting nice candlesticks down. I would rather you come over here and just swing trade it. Yes. Oh, geez. If you're long on this from this perspective, don't be. If you're long on it from this perspective, you don't need to exit yet, but your trend might change this morning. And that's that. Next. If I get fired, will you hire me so there's maximum employment? Touche. Yeah, the funny thing is, I look for people to do like the most remedial jobs for me. Nobody will do it. So, but there's people out there, they just won't do it. So this whole maximum employment thing from the Fed, my goodness gracious. All right, SoFi. This is the thing. Didn't this thing get beat up last week for some reason? Oh no, it's spiked for, okay, here you go. This is what happens when you get flagpole patterns, guys. I'm going to really zoom in on this one. I think I said to you, here's what happens. You get a big run up like this, it's going to come back down, and here we are, right back to this previous support level. I tell you this every single time. Just listen to me. I'm telling you, this is just what happens. This is just basic charts. There's no genius behind this. Although I'm starting to think there is genius behind this because I don't know. There's people out there that are just so damn stupid that maybe I'm starting to think that I'm a genius. Somebody tweet that. All right, Lucid. So Lucid has, this is when they went public. Okay, whatever. January 11th. You're fine. You got a year of trading finally under your belt. So let's go and see what's happening. So I would wait for this to choose a direction, either turn up or turn down. More likely than not, it's going to turn down anytime in this week, unless we get a crazy rebound in the market. But because this is Meet Kevin's wheelhouse of EVs, he is just the most brilliant EV investor. Maybe you should just ask Meet Kevin what to do here, because he'll know. He'll just say, oh, it's probably just going to come down here, and then I'll jump in at this base and just ride it right back up. Dick. All right. So make sure here, if you're in this short, if you want to short this from a swing trading perspective, you can just please take profits going into the 100-day moving average. If it jumps down below the 100, then run it down to the 200. But please take profits going into the 100. Costco. Let's see what Costco is doing. Costco is, I don't know the last time that I saw this happen. When was this? December of 2020 was the last time that Costco was in the sweet spot going down. And you could see that, so they drop below their 100-day moving average. 477. So to me, that's good. I mean, your yellow line was in the sweet spot on Friday. It's really going to be in there today. If you get an engulfing candlestick like such, it doesn't even need to be as big as I just drew it. Go for it. Go for it. You'll do very well. Uber thoughts. Oh, I got Uber thoughts. Uber. Oof. Man, another one getting beat down. Okay, so here's the deal. Uber has moved down, and you can see that they've just moved down right to this stronghold point. This is a support level. So you notice that 34.92 is the support level, and we're just sitting right at it. It's incredible how these support levels work. A little bit more of my genius to be able to detect that. So if you get a move today, this is going to probably gap. Let me just draw what I think is actually going to happen. Blow this up a little bit. Okay, here's what I think is going to happen. You're going to gap down this morning. I don't think a lot will happen unless you just get a crazy sell-off. And then tomorrow, engulfing candlestick, grab it, move with it. Then you can go ahead and short it. I love that this trap door closed. With that being said, let's see what their earnings data is. February 9th. Yaguchi, don't worry about it. Don't worry about earnings until earnings come about. What else do we have? 7 minutes until the market opens. Sick. I feel like I've been on the show for a matter of 2 minutes because I'm all fired up today. Has Uber... I can't with you, Matt Jones. VRTX. What do we got here? VRTX. Big drop. I don't remember what Vertex does. I don't think it's nonsense, but I can't remember what it is. It's not like my favorite drug company in the whole entire world, Ocugen. They are just, I mean, if you want a company that rivals Johnson & Johnson in quality of drug, it's Ocugen. They're just, I don't even know what to say about them. They're just so good at what they do. All right, 224. So you're going to get a gap down today. You're going to open up right down here, right above that 25-day moving average. Beautiful trend down coming in. Beautiful selling volume coming in. I would look at it from over here. It's going to see if you can get a movement below that 25-day moving average. If you get that, you are good. Make sure you know when earnings are, January 26th. So Wednesday, be careful with that. And we'll go from there. Microsoft reports on tomorrow. Tuesday, for those of you in, well, never mind. Anyways, so isn't this funny, guys? This is funny how this works. Microsoft's going to open down this morning, and it's going to open right at its 200-day moving average. So it's going to hold that support level at the 200-day moving average. Do not be in this right now. Just wait for tomorrow. See what happens tomorrow. This company can report the best news of all time, and the stock could end up down here. This could report the worst news of all time, and it could end up here. People are looking to Microsoft and Apple this week. Unbelievably, the actual people that know what they're doing in the market are not looking at Tesla, which is very weird to me. I guess I don't get it. But they're going to be looking at Microsoft and Apple to see what is going to happen with A, earnings, and B, the direction that this thing starts going. So we will see. Okay, here's your move with them. Guys, just with Microsoft, please wait till tomorrow and see what happens. Disney. Okay, Disney. Oh, geez, look at this. What happened to them? Me gusta. Little Spanish lingo for you there. Okay, Disney is just getting beat down. So Disney's my stock that I don't understand in this market. So here was March of 2020. They shut down 40% of their revenue in parks and cruises. And what happened? Disney went crazy. They opened all of their parks and everything. 40% of revenue is added back in. Yay! Right back down. Cool. Doesn't make any sense, but whatever. 134.70 right now. It's going to open. Man, you have a gap to fill right here. I bet it fills that gap, and that level is just below 130. Guys, this is looking really good. Tons of selling volume coming in. You can swing trade it. You can, if you stay down today and get an engulfing candlestick, or tomorrow get an engulfing candlestick, go for this thing. Go short on this thing. This is looking really good. Disney is down with Netflix. Why don't we Disney, Netflix, NFLX. Woof. Netflix got smoked, didn't they? Didn't they? All right. Where are they opening this morning? Wow, they're opening low again today. So they closed at 397.50 and they're going to open at 383. So gap down's going to happen. Guys, if I was you, I would just swing trade this. I wouldn't necessarily jump on this long term yet because this can easily just one morning they say, "Hey, Netflix is going to get porn." And the stock price will jump up. Who knows? I don't know what these people want. Anyways, Peloton, they're back. What's up, 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 up? Where are we? DKNG, DKNG. Donkey Kong. Oh, DraftKings. My bad. All right. So here we go. Here's a nice support level that it's sitting at. Not very strong support, so I could absolutely see this thing falling back down. This is looking exactly the same as Peloton. It's possible that it falls past its IPO price. So apparently, gambling online is not disruptive anymore. So this is very uncomfortable for me because they said that this was disruptive. Oh, geez. So look at all that selling volume, man. If you get an engulfing candlestick, go ahead and short it. I don't think you're going to stay I don't think you're going to hang very well here. Okay. Vale. Boule. Okay, here we go. Beautiful looking trend. Now be careful here. What is this? Isn't this like some kind of commodity? Anyways, what I think will probably happen with this one, you'll probably bounce up and down between these 100 and 200-day moving average, but right now you're about to turn down for what? So make sure that this trend stays the same. You could easily have this red line turn down and yellow goes up there and then you turn to a downtrend and you're up, at creek without a paddle. The stock market's now open. If you do need to, just start drinking your hype dorks. This is not for my people. You hype dorks. Oh, geez, the Nasdaq's down almost 3%. So here's a pro tip. Because this could be a very prolonged crash, go and dump half of your Jack Daniels or vodka or whatever you want in one bottle and dilute the other half and just you're going to need some savings. That's why I'm trying to help you out here. You might want to dilute your alcohol to get you through these tough times. Best Buy is getting beat down. Guys, here's the thing. Listen, if this market turns, here we go. Facebook. Let me pull up Facebook. If this market turns for real, the FANGs, Apple, everything, it's going to come down even more. That's just what's going to happen. These stocks, the FANG stocks, have been responsible for leading this market up to these incredible highs, 45% of the way. They're going to be the ones to lead it down. And companies like Best Buy, yeah, it's a good buy, but it's still going to come down. And guys, I don't know what to tell you. What were we doing before Best Buy? Let me give you a read on this thing. Oh yeah, this gap's going to fill. So you have a gap that happened back here in July of 2020, and it is coming down. I bet this thing comes down to 91 bucks. Yeah, pay attention to that one. What else do we have? Taliban is now at an all-time low. Oh, interesting. All right, give me a couple more. USO. Let's do USO. USOOO. All right. Man, oil is just ripping. So here's the deal. I don't like that we're getting this narrowing between red and yellow. Hot damn. Make sure you pay attention to that because the red can easily turn right down. Yellow can go up. You got a downtrend. Oil comes down here and the world is over. So be careful with that one. But more realistically, just wait. See what happens over here on the daily chart and go on from there. It's only a better buy now. Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm probably just reading that out of context, so I won't hit you with the hard stuff. Okay, what else do we have? You don't seem like you're in a bad mood. You're just spitting truth. Yeah, that's usually what happens when I get in a crabby mood. What else do we have? I'm not even crabby. I'm just sick of the BS. That's what it is. I'm just sick of it. Give me one more stock and I'll hit it. AMC. I'll do AMCX. I am not doing AMC. Actually, let's do AMC. Well, That sucks. Don't worry though. I'll probably just, if you're in this, just sell it a little bit, wait till you get to a bottom and you'll skyrocket back up. I see this being a $760 stock in a couple of years. Don't worry. I'm joking. All right. You filled a gap right there. Downtrend. Don't even touch this. Guys, day trade this if you want to do anything. Ford. Let's do Ford. Ford. Oh, Ford and its disruption is no more. So Ford is falling like a flying frickin' crowbar. As soon as that yellow line gets into the sweet spot on a downtrend, after it breaks under this consolidation, short it because you're going to come down to 1650, and then you're going to come down to about $13. You're going to face some resistance along the way. Great selling volume coming in. This is Gucci. Shorting people in the bid and ask. Go and do it because this is a good looking stock. What else? Give me more stocks. PayPal. Oh my goodness gracious. PayPal is getting abused. PayPal wasn't this at $190 just like 5 days ago? Man. All right, well this gap is going to fill. This thing's going to come down to $130. This is a beautiful trend down, incredibly consistent. Guys, you know how I always talk about volume and I want to see consistent volume? Does it get any more consistent than the last, I don't know, 8 days, 9 days, whatever that is, 7 days? That is incredible. Beautiful, beautiful selling volume. When do they report earnings? Probably next week, unless February 1st. So yeah, I guess that's next week. PayPal's looking great. Do not be in this on earnings. I could totally see this thing jumping back up here on earnings, and it would not be the best. Okay, what else do we have? Zillow. Zillow's disruptive. Where's my bell? I'm gonna have to add a name to this. I think I'm gonna put a nickname on it though. Have to put a couple of nicknames on there. Okay, Zillow. This was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and wow, that is really something. That's all I have to say about that. Here's the deal with Zillow. I wouldn't even touch it. I would just come over here and swing trade it if you even can. You are just on the bottom. No bueno. On to the next. Go and day trade it if you want to. Palantir. Here's another one of those shyster a-holes, assholes. I'll just say it. I'm so sick of these people. This was supposed to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. You're a long-term play. Oh, you should be hanging in this thing. You should be buying the hell out of it right now. It's $13. Why not buy it? Buy it up. If this is so good, why are you scared? This is the funny part. Here's the funny part. People that have no idea what they're talking about come into this chat and they say, oh, how's your Alibaba thing working out? How's your Alibaba thing working out? Then they go and listen to morons that trade this kind of stuff and say, well, in 10 years, this stock is going to be at this crazy price. Okay, well then why isn't the same go for when it's Alibaba and it's my stock? Huh? Why? Because it's not some hype, nonsense, BS stock that has no money coming in. And if they do have, I think I had more revenue coming in the last year than Palantir, if I remember correctly. So what is going on? I don't care. This person is typing Baba continues a downtrend. I don't give an F. I don't care. I want to wake up in 10. If you want to never tell me the stock price of Alibaba ever again, I don't care. I don't want to know. It doesn't matter to me because in 10 years, Alibaba will more likely than not be in a better place than it is. And if it's not, then I lose a couple $100,000 and I still don't care. So suck it. Because I stick to principles and you don't. That's the difference. They make no money. That means that literally every single person in this chat, if they have a job, made more money than Palantir last year. So get out of here. All right. Oracle. ORCL. Oracle is getting beat down too. Drop below the 200-day moving average. Woo! What do we got here? Oh, a lot of buying volume coming in today. That's weird. So what's Oracle doing today? Are they up or down in price? They are, what are they? It says -1. Okay, so keep a watch on Oracle. This is what I say when you want relative strength. When you see a market down, what is the market down today? Let's just see. The market is down right now. Come on. It doesn't matter. 1.5%. And you see Oracle, that is only down 0.26% right now. Pay attention to those kind of stocks, because when you want those stocks coming in, when you want good stocks in bad markets, look for companies that have relative strength. Look for companies that are not falling as much as the market, or even are up in the market, or are just doing nothing in the market. That's a perfect way to look at it. Hood, my friend, seems like a good deal. Hood is the best deal out there. Go and grab it. You'll love it. Anyways, SGD. That sounds foreign. Is it Snowglide? Yeah, it sounds Canadian. Well, it's snowing, so I'm assuming you can go and get it. Is this snow line? I don't know what that is. Anyways, downtrend going on. If you drop below your 100-day moving average like so, like this, go ahead and grab it and run it down. What is this? Hold on. Whoever sent this stock, I'm just looking at pattern. This has 68,000 shares traded per day. Forget it. Go. My recommendation is go find another stock to trade, and you will do it. What else do we have? Moderna. Oh, Moderna's another one. Well. Moderna was God's gift to Earth, and it was $500 a share. And when was that? August. Well, not that anymore. Now it fell right back into its consolidation channel, and this is when you get flagpoles like this, you're coming back down. And boy, oh boy, have they come back down. So Moderna has just been beat down. Next support level is below $125. If you want to do something there, you can. I would just come and swing trade it all day. All day. Next. What else do we have? Paul is not shorting the S&P anymore. It's even better. He's shorting the Nasdaq, and he's making buku. SFM, it's been a while. It sure has been a while. Sprouts Food. So Sprouts Food is about to turn into a downtrend, maybe because they're getting rid of food stamps and people aren't going to go there anymore. Go ahead and grab this thing if the red line and the yellow line get into the sweet spot. But here's the issue that I'm seeing. There is so much buying volume still coming into this stock. It's incredible. So make sure that you get a lot of red selling volume over here in the next couple of days. Even on this downtrend that it's faced in the past, in all of January, it still has so much buying volume in there. So make sure that you're getting real selling volume coming in there before you get that mother going. Let's see. Give me one more. Let's see. BYND is nuts. BYND. They are, they've been beaten down. They are at what did they IPO at? $40? 40, what is this IPO date? 45, open at $46. So they're really getting down there. Here's what I would do with Beyond Meat right now. I probably wouldn't do much with it unless you want to come over here and do something from a swing trading perspective. See if you can get below 57.92. If you can get below 57.92, go for it, and you will be in a pretty safe spot. Neo. Neo. This is another one of those. Just a beautiful stock. Beautiful. Good revenues. Good deliveries. They deliver 100,000 cars. Oh, by the way, my solicitation still goes out there. If anybody wants to start some BS EV company. Oh, hey, meet Kevin. You don't have any money coming in anymore from stocks, so maybe we could start a nonsense EV company together and defraud everybody like you've already defrauded everybody, and we can go from there. Maybe that would work. And by the way, SEC, if you're watching this, I'm totally joking, but you should go and take a look at all of these fraudsters out there. Let's see here. Neo is down. So what I would do is follow it over here on a daily chart and see if you get nice engulfing candlesticks going down. Be very careful with this one. You do have a little gap to fill right here, which would be very nice. But maybe 20, $22 somewhere in there. That's where your gap will fill. ATV, Jesus, Ragnar, enough. I don't want to ban you, but my God in heaven. Shopify. Shopify. Ooh, look at this. So here it is. Here, I can't remember what I drew, What did I draw earlier? I drew an ugly face pattern. Was it Tesla? I don't remember. Here was the ugly face, and I said, here's your eyes, here's your mouth, and right up, and that stock price was down here, and all of a sudden, boom, that's what you get. This is what you get with ugly face patterns. So if you are in Shopify, well, let me tell you something. It's pretty ugly. All right. Can we short the meme stocks on the employed trader? I love the idea. Nike. Woo! Nike's, yep, here we go again. Ugly face pattern. Here you go. This is what you see in markets that start to fall apart. Here's your ugly face, and boom, this thing is going to come down here even further. Sub 130. You've dropped below all major moving averages. Tons of selling volume coming in. You reported good earnings, and you fell. Incredible downtrend. Let's see what their earnings were so they beat their earnings per share by 31.6% and beat their revenue by about 1%. And here we are with the stock price. So this is why earnings are a total crapshoot. Yes, it was Tesla. Thank you very much. RMA sport racing person. Don't feel bad. You're here. I got you. Don't worry. We all do dumb things. Especially when you have no idea what you're doing. People are gonna shyster you. They make it sound really good, and they make it all fluffy and warm and wonderful and this and that. It happens. But the good news is you're not that way anymore. So don't feel bad, please. It happens to everybody. MasterCard falling like a flying crowbar right now. Man, what did they close at? 300. They're down 4% right now. Whew. So I do see the next support level. Let's see. 325, then 310, about 310, somewhere in there, 315, 313. I don't know. So how about the Nasdaq? Why don't we look at the Nasdaq? I'm going to look at the QQQ and see. Yeah, this thing is falling hard. Mad horde. So here's your next support level, 342. You've confidently broken the 200-day moving average. So I wouldn't worry about that anymore. Look at that. Look at the selling volume, guys. Look at the increase in selling volume. Where'd that bar go? Let's see. Here's your selling volume on the Nasdaq. Right there. Good, better, better, better. Let's see what happens today. That is the selling volume you want. That is an accelerated fall. That is a lot of selling volume. Sheesh. And that's a lot of tech right there. So what else do we have? Mo, hold us up. Pat's. Yeah, you're right. What do you think about gold? Why don't we look at gold? Let's look at gold, and then we'll look at an ETF of gold. So look at that. Gold is up. Gold is up today, plus 0.4%. What's Bitcoin doing? Let's see what Bitcoin is doing, because whatever gold is doing, Bitcoin should be doing even better, because it's the ultimate. Oh, what? It's down 7%? Wait a second here. Gold. So for those of you that actually are intelligent people, this is a real hedge against volatility and inflation, and has been forever. Not Bitcoin, that was something that was made up out of nowhere in a few years, and then your uncle goes and makes a Bitcoin too because he wants one. So with that being said, gold is hanging in there nicely today. When you get the dollar to start falling, gold is going to start running. And you can already see look at the volatility that happened in the Nasdaq and the S&P over the past couple of days. And look at this. Gold has gone from 1780 to 1840, 1835. So pay attention to it. Let's look at GDX. GDX is ETF down 2.5% today. Or 2% today. Let's see what happens with it. Struggle to break through its 200-day moving average. I'm still not the most. Gold is going to take off when the dollar goes. I joke about the volatility of Bitcoin and gold and this and that. Gold is going to take off when the dollar falls down, and other places are supporting the dollar right now. Other currencies are supporting the dollar right now. That's why gold is. Will GDXJ hit triple digits? Oh, I would doubt that. As in like $100? Yeah, sure. Why not? What else do we have? What else do we have? I like gold. I like gold too. Oh, why don't we look at ARK? ARKK. Hey, Galaxy the Best, or whatever the hell your name is. You mad, bro? You mad? Are you struggling in today's market? Huh? Maybe you should go and get some booze and drink your sorrows away. And maybe dye your hair a different color too. Maybe that'll make you feel a little bit better. All right, here we go. ARK Innovation. ARK Innovation. Here we go. I think that'll suffice. ARK Innovation, $160 just back in, what was that, November 2020? This was the greatest, February 2021, $159.70 high. And today we're at $68. So I guess when the S&P goes up 20+% in a year, innovation and disruption doesn't work. Funny, that's weird. Literally, that should be the best time it works, but whatever. Here we go. If you want to short this bad boy, wait for a nice engulfing candlestick down. Make sure you're using stops on the way because who knows what the hell can happen here. And also, look at this volume. It's just all over the map. It just proves that nobody knows what is going on right now. The volume on this should be, it's an ETF. It should be consistent. Plus, an ETF volume doesn't get spikes like this all of a sudden unless you're getting crazy outflows, which yar. Foot Locker. What's Foot Locker doing? Foot Locker is, here's a relative strength stock. So pay attention to this one. You are not down as much as the market today. So see if you can get a trend up. Here's the problem with Foot Locker. Every time it gets a trend going, it flops. So make sure you're getting a real trend going. The volume's not the greatest, but in the short term, pay attention to this. Make sure you get engulfing candlesticks, real buy signals before you get going. What else do we have? Jets, Jets, Jets. So for those of you that are good and not hype dorks, Jets is the ETF of all the airlines. And if you want to, you can go and figure out what airlines are exactly in there. But if you don't want to just buy a specific airline, you can buy Jets. For those of you hype dorks that are gullible and don't understand things, if you buy Jets, you're actually buying a piece of the New York Jets. How cool is that? So sweet. All right. So downtrend for sure. Getting sub $20. Getting sub $20. This is probably gonna go sub 1950. So awesome selling volume coming in. Everything is a downtrend right now. Your trapdoor closed right here. If you get the red line and yellow line below the 32% line, you can absolutely go for this as a short. There is a nice gap to fill right here. And where does that gap go to? $18. I love it. I love it. Jets is going to be a good one. I can't wait to throw Jets into the old portfolio. Sleep Number is up 0.75% today. Thank you. So Sleep Number, this is what I say when you look for relative strength stocks. So Sleep Number is up today. You look for stocks that are in a down market that are up. Sleep Number has just been abused. Goodness gracious. But pay attention to it. Dog stock, $69.70. And just end the suffering. What does that mean? Just end the suffering. I don't really know. Tesla's down 8%. Sorry. Doge. I'm in Doge. My average price is 0.0037. Can I look that up on here? DOGE. Does Dogecoin have like a Doge US dollar? Oh, snap. My cost base is 0.37. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. If I'm you, bye-bye. Bye-bye the stock, but whatever. All right, what else do we have? Sorry, but Jets looks like a terrible ETF. What? I don't understand. Okay. Macy's is being beat down, but I hear they're up today, plus 6% today. So here's another relative strength stock. Pay attention to it. I like that it didn't report earnings. And let's see here. Somebody's calling me right now. Why are you interrupting my flow? All right. I'm trying to see. I'm just trying to see if there's any head and shoulders patterns, anything like that, and I'm not seeing it. So just bounce off this 200-day moving average and fired right back up. Pay attention to this, guys. Pay attention to this one. If you get into the sweet spot up here while everything else is down, go at it, baby. Go at it. All right, what else do we have? What else do we have? Nordstrom. JWN. They've been abused. Yeah, pretty bad. Okay, so they're under all 4 major moving averages. It's going to be very tough for you to break above any of these moving averages. Try to get this thing up into the sweet spot if you can. But right now, guys, I'm saying don't even bother with JWN. Just go do something else. Go and short anything you can get your hands on. And for those of you that don't understand shorting, here's the thing. Shorting is so easy, guys. Shorting is so easy. What shorting is don't think about the borrowing from the bank and this and that. All you're doing is the opposite of going long. Let me pull up a chart right here for you. Let me pull up this Nordstrom. That's fine. So Nordstrom, for example, we buy going long when the red and yellow line are in the sweet spot going up, right? You have consistent volume, buying volume coming in. You get engulfing candlesticks. You go long, okay? You sell when the red line drops below the yellow. Conversely, all you got to do is just switch it around. When the red line is under yellow, you get selling volume coming in. You get engulfing candlesticks coming down. That's all it is. You are literally taking your chart and flipping it upside down. That's why understanding charts and learning how to do this right now is why I've told people for the past year. You've said, guys, you are learning a skill that you're going to use for the rest of your life. Instead of learning it when you know what's hitting the fan, like right now, have it in your toolbox. Know how to short. There's shorting seminars. Come and join the Bid and Ask Nation. Sales pitch. Kohl's is up 30, KKS, right? Kohl's, Kohl. Yeah, aren't they? KSS. They're up 30% or something, right? Yeah. So I think this has to do with what's the word? Activist investing. So be careful with this one. Don't. This is just an anomaly of today. Be careful with this one. This can easily just come right back down sometime next week. So don't get duped by this one. Let's see here. Macy's might buy Kohl's. I have no idea. Macy's was on the verge of going bankrupt just a couple of weeks. Like last year. WKHS. So this is the company that if you want disruption, baby, this is them. This is a really good company. Workhorse. Just a good company. So if you want to short, you know what, guys? I would rather you take this thing and go over to a 15-minute chart and go short on it that way, because I don't necessarily like this. I know Mo doesn't agree, but I'm buying hood 30 million consumer users. Well, let's see. I don't agree with you, but I'm glad you said that. Skews. Okay. Robinhood. Hey, if you believe in it, sure. Yeah, I don't know what to say. All right, BTI because the world is on fire. Ha, that's a good one. BTI is British Tobacco. Let's see. Man, look at that chart, that long-term chart. Anyways, gap up today. What are they up? 2.5%? That's great. So if you're in this, take profits on it because you are getting to the tippy top of this overbought area. Plus your red line and your line are really getting close together. Plus you have earnings when? Damn it. You have earnings when? Let me just refresh. Well, you guys figure out when you have earnings. But be careful of that one. Just be careful of that one. Next, Chevron, CVX. Chevron is, wow. It's really approaching these all-time, well, I don't know about all-time highs, but 5 years, what year is this? Oh my God, almost decade highs, 135. So pay attention to this one, but here's your thing. So you were approaching that, you got these long wicks. You're starting to roll up here on your stochastic. So just take some profits. Doesn't mean exit. Just take some profits off the table. Look, you did it back here. You crossed under. Doesn't mean exit. Just stay in it. But you're crossing under again with the red line. So just take some profits, put them in your pocket. Be happy. and Yabiguchi. Okay, let's see. CrowdStrike. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the ticker is, I should say. CRWD. Whew. Yikes. They have just been abused too. So they're down, what are they down? 5.5% today. Go and day trade this thing. That's what I would do. Just go and day trade this thing and you will be perfectly fine. What's more worthless, GameStop or Bitcoin? Definitely Bitcoin. At least I can go and buy a game if I wanted to. Bitcoin is just all make-believe. But don't worry, it's going to the moon. But first it has to like refuel its engines. Maybe it's just refueling its engines right now at like 30,000 and then it's just going to explode and go to the moon. I love how when any country comes out and says, we're banning it, whoa, wait a second here. Maybe it's not the best thing of all time. Maybe the blockchain isn't what it's all to be. If the blockchain is what it's all about, then why should any country banning anything be a disruption to the stock price? Because it's the blockchain. The blockchain, if it's so great, it's going to be used for something. Logic, people, just use a little bit of common sense and it goes a really, really, really long way. All right. Square, good one. There was a part in the office where, who said it? I think Dwight said it. He said, well, why don't you try using the smart part of your brain? Nobody does that. Think with your head and it's going to do wonders for you. God or something put the brain in your head. Use it. All right, here we go. It's dropping. Square is just, oh my goodness gracious. Square, you know what? Square is going to take the same trajectory as PayPal because they're really the same thing. So here we go. Okay, Zim. What's ZIM? Zim Integrated Shipping Services. What this be? Down 7% today. When did they go public? They went public. Okay, so they are almost a year old. Well, I would be on a day trading chart trying to day trade this thing because all of this movement, it looks like it happened intraday. So it looked like it opened the day. What time let's see what it opened at. Did it open above 56? Yeah. This is all intraday movement that we're having right now. This $2 fall. So this is a perfect stock to day trade. Now, you are right on top of the 50-day moving average. Also, be careful here. If you get to 53.38, you're going to start running into that 100-day moving average. If you want to look at it from a trading perspective, let it move down below the 100-day moving average from a swing trading perspective. If you want to do it from a long-term perspective, make sure that this thing confidently turns. You need 3 days. You need today, even if tomorrow you get like that, and the next day you get like that, then you get like that, engulfing candlestick, go for it. But right now, I would only be looking at it from a swing trading perspective. All right, I'm going to do one more stock, two more stocks, and then I'm going to get out of here. The Tattooed Chef. Man, this is, I have to believe that they're up today. This is probably, wait a second. I thought stocks like this were good against volatility. What kind of nonsense are these scumbags on YouTube selling me? This is a bag of goods. I own so much of this because I listened to some douchebag in a fedora, and now I'm just broke. F. All right. When do they report earnings? March 9th, so you're good. Okay, so here's a big drop. Man. They like almost went, they're kind of an IPO around like $10. So be careful with this one, guys. If I'm you, please go and day trade this. Don't even bother with it from a trading perspective right now. That gap is nothing to mess with. OSTK, overstock. Okay. Flying down. If you're in this short, start to take profits because your red line is starting to converge with your yellow. What do I got here? And on a daily chart, you're starting to swing up over here a little bit. Nothing big, but a little bit. Just take some profits because even on this is incredible. I have not seen, is my stochastic right over here? Hold on a second. I got to double check this. Yeah, it's right. Guys, I don't know the last time that I saw a daily stochastic stay in the down here in this oversold area for a month. I don't know the last time I saw that. So overstock, if you were short in this, props to you because you crushed it. I don't think I've ever seen, you basically have a dog stock on a daily chart. That doesn't happen. I'm sorry. That doesn't happen. Dollar Tree. DLTR. So right now it's getting abused. If we do go into a recession, though, pay attention to this one. I would not be surprised to see that. Yeah, here we go. Here it is. So it's almost up 1% today. This stock is up almost 1% today. I'm telling you right now, when you get recessions, start paying attention to these things because Matt Jones for the win. All right. I'm out, Mo. See ya, Theo. Okay, last one I'm going to do is, I saw it. I want to do it. Where was it? Shoot. Oh, it was Qualcomm. Qualcomm, then I want to do Rivian. QCOM. Big gap to fill down here on Qualcomm. So this move to this move right here was totally, I mean, this is going to come right back down. This is going to come down to this level of 138. I believe I said it when it happened because this was a crazy move up. And I remember was the reason the metaverse or something like that. So this thing's going to come right back down to 138. So get your shorts ready. You're going to face some resistance at the 100 and 200-day moving average, and you'll go from there. Okay, let's see. Last one I'm going to do, Rivian, R-I-V-N. Rivian, beat down. When did they go public? November 10th. So can't really do anything with them. But you know what? A company that is, I would probably put a valuation on this company at maybe $1 trillion because there's nothing more that I look for in a company than a company that is makes no cars. Oh, but wait, they make one car. Oh, sick. They delivered a car. R-I-V-N. What's the market doing? Wow, look at that, guys. Look at the Nasdaq. It's down 2.5% right now. R-I-V-N. I thought, by the way, I thought that this Rivian was supposed to be like the best thing of all time and you couldn't go wrong and this and that. And oh, come on. Here we go. Down 11% today. Market cap of $50 billion. They literally don't make anything in the market cap $50 billion. Anyways. All right, guys. I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll catch you on the flippity flop. Peace.